Hello, everyone. How are we all? I'm Sam from tradercobb. I'll give you all a few minutes to gather in and to head on down. But I'll introduce the video today. So, FUD or FOMO? It's we look to be in the middle of both at the moment, you know. But what we do is we just focus on the best trades that show themselves to us. You know, had a bit of FUD throughout here. Now the price seems to be retracing, and sometimes FOMO can take over. But we don't let that happen. We only take and wait for the best trades to come. All right, how are you, Ray, Jenny, Dan, and Albert? How's it going? How's it going? Don't be afraid to hit me in the comments. Let me know if you want me to check anything out. If you have any questions, more than happy to answer. Okie doke. So, I'm going good, Peter. How are you? I'll get right into it. So, actually, you know what? I'll give you a bit of a, I guess a teaser, or I'll preface this this watch list. So what I want to see with the market is I want to see trend. I'm happy to take long trades on the lower time frames, like the 1, the 2, or the 30, if they were to present themselves. But I want to see the 4-hour uptrending at least. Now, with taking short trades on the higher time frames, because you'll see as I go through this list, I want to see downtrends on the daily. All right, so I'll just begin with that. Okie doke. So Bitcoin, what are we seeing right now? We're seeing a downtrend on this daily time frame. If you caught my video yesterday, somewhat similar position to where we were. Pull back into the cradle zone here of about I don't know, 45k, 46k, something like that would be pretty good. So yeah, still a bit way to go. Some long trades may present themselves on the pullback in, but none just yet on Bitcoin. Okie doke. So I put this in my list to watch on the 8th. The reason being is we have the 8-hour downtrending, then we also have the 16. Obviously there isn't a trade there, but we're in the right zone. We're pulling back to the 50% fib. Won't pull from there for sure. Nah, no real confluence of events. So it's got a bit to go before, you know, there's a trade, but it's one that's in the list because we have trend, and yes, trend above everything. I have a little nervous attack anytime my anytime my charts struggle to load. I get PTSD flashbacks that my internet's going to cut off, and I get very scared. So I had this in my list for the 4-hour. It's sitting in the right place at the moment. We do have trend. We have a high, low, lower high, lower low, new potential lower high here. So if something were to happen on the 4, we have the 8 to back us up. All right. Daily's a bit messy, to tell you the truth. Would have to obviously see if we can get that 1-to-1. It looks like we can at this stage, but there looks to be some sort of resistance, although it's not the, you know, cleanest, but there looks to be something there. Okay, Ava or Avalanche. So we have trend on the 4, which is what I said I wanted. Where was I watching this? Okay. Well, doesn't look like there'd be anything on the on the 1. Sorry, on the half hour. 2 doesn't look the best. So what I would love to see here is a pullback on the 1. Look, it's quite far away, but pullback on the 1 to that $70 region is what I would love to see. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to pull back right now, but we have that confluence of events happening. So it would be very nice to see for some geese, the 8. Dare I say, those rules won't be met for a booster. If you're interested in learning that strategy, go ahead on over to the website www.tradercobb.com. Do the free courses first, and if you like it, you know, go and pay for the paid stuff, and you can get all the checklists. You know, Craig presents all the videos, and they're top notch. Hey Jeffrey. All right, so watching that on the 1, hoping for a pullback. Fingers crossed. Will we get it? I don't know. I really don't know. It looks quite strong now. So I believe I was watching this on the 4, but it's pulled back quite deep. The 8 is probably of interest right now, or looks like something will possibly set up. Just looking for a level here, seeing if I can find anything. So there is something there. So the 61.8. Okay, do we have daily downtrend? Yes, we do. Okay, good. Good. Things just don't really line up exactly here. It moved quite far. It's going to stay in the list because it's a pretty nice looking trend, and we do have daily downtrend, so I'm quite happy with that to keep that in there. But that level, you know, I'd have to pull back quite far to meet to touch that. So let's wait and see what happens. Okie doke, Elrond. Let's have a look at this one. Had alpha blast through my stop, cost me over double. Was this just bad luck, or should I use something other than a stop market? That's the nature of the beast, unfortunately, Ray. This market that we trade is quite volatile, and there's not much you can do to stop that. You know, if you have a stop, like a stop limit can do that, but if it blasts past your stop limit, you know, you can potentially get liquidated if it's that bad, because then you'd need it to come back down to meet your stop. It's a catch-22, and there isn't much you can do other than make sure that you're trading the most liquid markets. That's all you can really do. Maybe put a cap on, say you'd only trade, I don't know, markets with X amount of volume in the last 24 hours. Let's say that. All right. So we have trend on the 4. That's why I'm watching it on the lowers. Looks like there was some sort of a level here. Nah, it's went too far past that. Do we have anything here? Yeah, that happens, mate. It happens to the best of us. I have gotten slippage before. Everyone has. It sucks. It does suck, because there's not much you can do, and you feel kind of helpless. Like, we have all these ways to minimize risk and manage our risk, and then, you know, that happens. So I completely understand your frustration, because I've been there before. Okay, we'd have to pull back quite deep on the 30-minute. So it looks like the 1 would be of interest here. I'll take my Fibonacci from the low to the high, and we have a perfect cluster here. Let's wait for this to play out. See what happens. That could be an option. Oh, Could be an option indeed. $235 or $236, whatever it is. An old level. Looks decent. Looks pretty decent. Alright. We're in no man's land at the moment on the daily. Doesn't necessarily matter. You know, it is what it is. But overall, it looks like a decent trend. We're just in that middle region now. We have to pass that for the trend to continue. Okie doke. On to the next. See, this is quite far away. I had this, or have this in my list, because I'm stalking it on the 8. I like where it's sitting at the moment. Trend looks nice. You know, wouldn't be opposed to taking both long and short trades. Have skin in the market either way, so that if one goes one way, it would be good. You know, and then in that way you're covered for both regions. Doesn't mean that you're going to profit, but you know, it's good to have those options. All right. So we have this. I'd like to see it pull back to the 50% or the 50% FIB. Where is the Trezor shirt? Ah, it's in the wash. It's Test Pilot, by the way, if you know who that is. Oh, good old Test Pilot. If you know Trezor, I feel like you'd know who Test Pilot is. I feel like you would. Anyway. Hey, Winston. Okay. All right, where were we? So, would like to see it pull back to the 50%. Yeah, not much else to say about that one. Do we have a cluster? No, that's not close enough. Oh well. Let's wait and see what that does. Ontology. We have a trend here. So I'm watching this on the 8. I want to see it pull back to the 50%. Yeah, the lower time frames are definitely good. I have a few in the list here, but they're I think they were the first few. Might see some now. I can't really remember. Yeah. Anyway, I want to see it pull back to the 50% fib. Yeah, I want to see it pull back there. We do have daily downtrend, so it could be an option, but we have to wait. We have to wait indeed. Raydium, once again, watching this on the 8 for a potential short. Give me that 50% fib and I'll be a happy chappy. Is there another? No, it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like there's another confluence of events here. Where's $10? $10 is too far. FTT 1 hour breakout. I'll have a geese on that one, mate. Yeah, look, I may be missing things that certain people have in their lists, and that is because if I'm going long on the lower time frames, I just want to see the 4 hour uptrending as well. And if I'm going to go short, I want to see the daily downtrending at least, or the 16 daily or 16. Let's go with that. Okie doke. How do you think Rose is shaping up? I'll have a geese at these once I've done the scan. But yeah, hit me in the comment section if you want to check anything out. So, Reef on the 8. Happy with this. Looks pretty good where it's sitting. Would have to pull back quite far to get to that. Probably better on the 12. Definitely better on the 12. Well, then I'm up. Okay, I'll have a look. I'll have a look at FTT after I've done Storj. This looks nice. This looks very nice on the 12. I have to wait for that though. We're so far away, but you know it's in the list nonetheless. Away you Wayne. Okie doke. Last but not least, good old Storj. Storj. Might be another one. Yeah. 12 hour. Let's see if the daily is downtrending. Yeah, we do have trend here. We do have trend indeed. So, waiting for that to pull back. Look, it's so far away. Yeah, it's quite far away, but it'll be one for the next day or so. Is there a ticker for your hair so we can also go on? Yeah. HR coin. Hit it up. I'm actually doing an ICO. Let me know. Send all your Bitcoin and Ethereum to wallet. No, joking. All right, so let's have a look what you guys wanted me to have a look at. FTT. So Winston's busting my chops about this one. Okie doke. I see what you mean. Pretty bang on level, in all honesty. See, and times like, well, okay, I missed that because of, you know, it's not uptrending, but we do have we have divergence here. So that could signify that things are about to change on that time frame. It's a pretty bang on level, you know. That spike there, it's a test. It's a test. It is. I can't deny that that's not a test. Stop would have to go behind here. 7% move. Would be good to see another test and a higher low. Would definitely be good to see another higher low here. Once we break that, we have uptrend too. So that's a plus. You know, in times like this, when you see something like that, well, for me anyway, I would definitely manage my risk and minimize it accordingly. So, okie doke. My friend Ash was asking what website you were from. I can't remember. Not too sure. I think it's trader. I don't know. I can't remember. Sorry. Tradercobb.com. Sam's hair is an indicator the market is recovering. I love it. I absolutely love it. My voice just cracked. Oh, that's gold. B's D on the middle touch. Yeah, I agree. It looks decent. It looks pretty decent. All right, so I'll just go back to what Jason said. So Rose, what is this? I assume. Let's have a look at all of them. Not really much to say here. There's no you know, decent looking trend on those time frames. It's sitting in the cradle zone. Nice bullish candle here on the 2-day though. Have a look at tether pair. Tether pair looks pretty much the same. Yeah, it looks like it's, you know, holding up its trend so far. Have you looked at RPERP? After 4 hours or so, we may get a tight stop. Yeah. Where are we? Possibly. Let's have a geezer. What's the ticker on that? ARC or ARP? RPERP. Oh, there we go. You know, it's starting to show some more positive signs on the lowers. Nothing really jumping out for me just yet, though. Had a few, you You know, had a good run throughout here. Just looks like things starting to cool off a bit. You know, and that's not a bad thing. Hey, Michael, watching on Twitch, I believe. How are you? Okie doke. Have a look at AGX is on there, mate. Can you have a look? I can indeed. AGX. Singularity Net. Bitcoin. In the cradle zone here on the 1 hour, but look, there is trend because you have a low here. You have a low, high, higher, low. Now a bit massive higher high. Quite erratic. No real trend on the 2. Let's have a look at dollar. Is there a dollar pair here? I'd say it would be very crap volume. I wouldn't even bother because I don't trade on KuCoin. Atom. I shall. Massive day yesterday. Looked like it recovered quite well. Looked like it recovered quite. It's almost recovered everything from that, you know, that hissy fit it had the other day. So that's always a plus. Just need to wait. Just need to wait for these trends to start to form again. That's what it looks like. Not a bad thing. You know, looks like a level here, but we are divergent, so that rules that one out. Okie doke. Quite a big list. Not really, actually. There's how many pairs are there? 12 pairs. No problem, Adam. Anytime. Let me know if you guys want me to check out anything else. Happy to have a geese. But I know what's going to happen. I'm going to say goodbye and then questions are going to come through. It happens every single day without fail. It's funny. There's obviously I know there's a delay. That's what it would be. Thoughts on COMPERP? I'll have a look. Oh, convergence. I love it. Well, pretty decent trend here on the 1 for sure. For sure. Yeah. Look, it's a decent trend, definitely. My issue with this though is that we just have a low and a high. I can't count there a high or low. You know, I can't really count that, I'll be honest. To me, it's just all one movement. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. What this pullback could give us is a higher low, okay, if it pulls back more. And then the 2 hour would be good to go if it continues on. Okie doke, wax. Just trying to keep it to the same. I'm trying to think where the most liquidity would be. Would probably be on Binance. It's quite. Yeah, I couldn't trade something like this. It's just quite. Looks like it's low liquidity, and I would say the tether pair would be worse. Yeah, not really. Not really going for me. Don't know if I missed it. What's the situation on Link? Do I have it in my list? No, I don't. I'm not too sure. Are you referring to the way the charts look? Well, we have daily downtrend. There wasn't really anything for me here on Link. 4 hours pullback quite deep. No real trend here on the 1. Might have something, might have a level. No, not really. There's nothing really there. So, yeah. just not in the list today. Just wasn't really looking the best. Okie doke. Anyway, boys and girls, it looks like that's it. So I shall talk to you later. Have a good week or weekend, however long it is till we have a chat again. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.